Today I'd like to talk to you guys about the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. And I didn't have much knowledge about it until I did a history project. And I learned a lot about it and got really interested in it, so I decided to do it for my speech as well. So I hope I can share some things with you guys that you didn't already know, as well as share some stuff that I learned myself. I want to talk to you guys about the history and then talk a little bit about land preservation and wildlife preservation. So during the Great Depression, which was in the 1930s, Franklin Roosevelt created the Civilian Conservation Corps, which was a work relief program, and he designed this so that people during this time could have jobs, and they went and worked on national parks like the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. And there was no shortage of workers. There was people flooding in, turning in applications, wanting to help on the parks. They did things at the parks like creating trails, stringing telephone wire, clearing land for camps, mowing and building infrastructures, and major roadways. They built 800 miles of trails and 4 major road systems during this time. And the property is 420,000 acres, so it's a lot of property. It was a big success the first month, which was in June. They had 41,000 people visit the park, and this was really good for the workers, and it also was good for America because it stimulated the economy during this time of people traveling and staying at the hotels. So now that I've talked about why or who built it, I want to talk about why it was built. The main reason that it was built was because of land preservation. They wanted to preserve natural resources, and at the time, before they owned this land, there was several lumber companies operating in this area. They were producing about 150,000 board feet of lumber a day, which is 15 houses. So they were just tearing this whole area down. It cost them $10 million to purchase the land from the logging companies. Theodore Roosevelt was really the one who was very into conservation and who started this all. So not only were they concerned with preserving the land, but also wildlife. There is many species of mammals, birds, fish, and reptiles in this area. There's been 10,000 species that have been identified, but scientists think there's probably another 90,000 that they haven't even discovered yet. There's 1,500 black bears living in the park, and that's about 2 bears every square mile. It's also home to 200 species of birds, 66 types of mammals, 50 native fish species, 39 types of reptiles, and 43 species of amphibians. And before they established the park, a lot of species were dwindling due to hunting and trapping. So it's an important sanctuary. So if it wasn't for land preservation and wildlife preservation, then we would probably have diminished natural resources today. So they're really important. We'd also have a lot of extinct species, or a lot more extinct species. So it actually worked out perfectly because people needed jobs. This gave them jobs, and now we have a beautiful place to visit, as well as it's a big sanctuary for a lot of species.
Thank you.